Hey guys, Pretzelman 945 here. Welcome back to the video. In this video, I guess kind of preface, um, I'm a big One Piece fan. Have you seen? I made quite a few videos on this channel about One Piece. It's one of my favorite animes. And basically, this video is going to be a bunch of very random, like different, I guess, rankings, things about One Piece. And I guess there's been like a ton of different things I kind of wanted to make into one video, or I guess different videos, but I just kind of thought like, what, why don't I just kind of like put it all into one rambly video since I do tend to ramble a lot in these videos. Um, Going from like topic to topic whatever I have to be talking about. I think the thing I'm gonna start with is my personal ranking for the Straw Hats. And for me personally, in last place would be Nami because I find her to be the least interesting. Um, And then after that, I have Chopper. Um, and again, just because I have these Straw Hats at the bottom doesn't mean I don't like them. I love all the Straw Hats in their own ways. Um, Chopper was one of my favorites, like very early on. But just because there's been so many like newer crew members, I feel like he just kind of has less to do nowadays, but it doesn't take away from the fact that like Chopper's backstory is one of my absolute favorites in the whole series. Um, um, and then above Chopper, I would put Frankie. Again, I think Frankie's really freaking cool. I thought it was awesome in Dressrosa and Wano. Um, but above him, I'm putting, and that is purely because of Whole Cake. Um, Brooke was the secret MVP of that entire arc, and he was so incredibly awesome in it as a result. Then above Brooke, I'm going to put Usopp. Um, I've loved Usopp from the beginning. I think he's one of the most, he's probably the most like human feeling and relatable Straw Hat in terms of like the fact that he's probably the weakest right now. Uh, Looking forward to seeing him get a major power up in Elbaf. Um, and I uh yeah, again this is very rambling all over the place. I like Usopp a lot. Number five is Sanji, and he's moved above Usopp purely because of like all this stuff in Whole Cake with his character was just top tier. Um, I do feel like we had a bit of a slight regression in Wano back to the dark times of Simpji, um, Vinsmoke Simpji. But beyond that, oh no, Simp Smoke Sanji. Ooh, that's really good. Simp Smoke Sanji. I like that a lot. I'm gonna use that. Um, but like beyond that, like his fight against Queen was so cool. Um, and number five is sorry, number five. Number four is Luffy. Um, I don't think I need to explain that. Luffy's just fucking Luffy. Luffy's awesome. Number three is Jinbei. I think Jinbei, he's a second hypest Straw Hat behind Zoro. Like, dude, when he showed up, like just before the raid of Onigashima started, man, that was hype. That was so hype. Seeing finally join the crew. His fight against Husu was really cool in Wano. Because he hasn't really had that many individual fights, I guess. Compared to just him like fighting alongside a group, for example. Um, Still thought that was cool. Number two, Nico Robin. Nico Robin has the best backstory in all of One Piece. Um, and that's kind of not even close. Her character, just as a whole, is so interesting. I love her devil fruit. Um, uh, and then number one, obviously Zoro. Zoro's hype as fuck. He has amazing character development. He's literally my favorite One Piece character. Um, and speaking of which, I know I've already done like a One Piece characters tier list, but like, that was when I was still in the middle of Whole Cake, and some of my opinions have changed. Like my top 10 has changed a little bit, so I want to do like an updated top 10 in this video. Um, Number 10. Uh, uh, Marco, yeah. Marco was one of the like secret MVPs of Wild because he literally held off Marco and who didn't know he held off King and Queen at the same time while also healing everyone from the Ice Enemies. Okay, sorry for the random cut. That you was something real quick. Anyway, number 10, Marco, because he is freaking awesome. He was one of the secret MVPs of Wano because he held off King and Queen at the same time while healing everyone in the room from the ice zonies, and he also flung Zoro up the rooftop. Um, And this was after he fought Big Mom. Marco's insane, dude. I know he's not going to join the Straw Hats, but I think it's awesome that he's just like there as a really good ally to them. I really, really like that a lot. Uh, at number uh, is Doflamingo. Um, I think I've explained this quite a lot. He's my favorite One Piece villain. I'm not really going to go into much depth about that. Um, Number eight is Vivi. Again, not another one I'm going to go into super depth about because just one of the best side characters of any arc. Um, Number seven, Blackbeard. Uh, I think Blackbirds is really damn entertaining. I love this Devil Fruit's my favorite. I'll get to Devil Fruits in a second because that's something else I want to talk about. But yeah, I love Blackbeard. I've explained why before. Number six, and this is, I guess, the main reason why I wanted to make this update is uh my number six is after watching the Wano is probably not a huge surprise given a lot of people love this character a lot, but that's Owen. Um, I think the Owen flashback is the best one in all of One Piece. Um, even better than Robin's actually. And I didn't think that would ever be top, but like, man, um, I just with Odin, I just love everything about him. I love his energy, his personality, his relationship with basically everyone he encounters. How much of just a genuinely kind person he is. How much he embodies the thrill of adventure about One Piece. Um, I love Oda, man. He's so awesome. Um, and then I think the only change I would make in the top five is I would move Rayleigh to number four from five. Um, and then Sabu's back to three, and Whitebeard's back to two. With number one still Zoro, obviously. Takes care of that. Now Del. So, I don't really have like a set order for this. It isn't like a clear ranking. I just wanted to talk about some of my favorite devil fruits in the series. Um, I love like I guess some honorable mentions that wouldn't quite be my favorites. Magma fruit, uh, flame fruit, really damn cool. Mostly because Sabo ended up doing it. Fujitori's devil fruit, insanely broken. Um, and Doflamingo string fruit. Um, I love all those, but I wouldn't really count them among my favorites. Uh, Walls fruit's pretty awesome too. I throw that one in the honorable mentions list. I love Robin's fruit mostly because of just like how freaking useful it would be, like how just absolutely convenient it would be. Um, Another one of my favorites is Kizaru's glint fruit. I just think that fruit is so insanely broken. Um, and it's easily the coolest of all the Admiral Devil fruits, I think. Um, and then Marco's fruit, the bird fruit, model Phoenix. Because that elf is freaking awesome. Um, Another very random one, but like just one of my personal favorites, just based on how cool I think it looks, is Capone Veggie's Castle fruit, because I think it's just like such a unique and interesting devil fruit that's so different from anything else, really. I like the idea. It just makes him like this, like walking fortress of sorts. I think it's just really, really cool. Um, uh, I had another one. What was it? Oh, what am I forgetting one? Um, but my absolute favorite devil fruit in the entire series is the dark fruit. Because it is the most busted devil fruit is easily the one I would pick if I were to get a devil fruit. It would easily be the dark fruit, no question. Um, Now if I had a combination of devil fruits and I really like thought about uh like two that went together really well, I would like totally OP combination. I would say glint fruit and string fruit. I'm just gonna like who what you think about the potential implications of that as to why that would be so broken. Um Now For this next section of the video, obviously because I'm a One Piece fan, I have theories and like my own headcanon about a bunch of things. So this next section of the video is just going to be me rambling about various things that are in my headcanon for One Piece. My biggest theory, and the one that I think probably holds the most credibility in my mind is uh, the fact that um, I think that big if they don't find the final road poneglyph in Elbaf, um, if they do find an Elbaf, then this theory is completely disproved. But um, we learned in Zoe from Cat Viper and Nami talking that the log poses don't actually point to Laugh Tale. They point to to a place, and then beyond that is Laugh Tale. So what I'm thinking, in my head canon at least, that place where the log poses pointed has got to be a location of the fourth row poneglyph, because then they could use the row poneglyphs to find the way to Locktail after that, which should be much simpler. Um, so in my mind, that is where the final row poneglyph is located. Now, again, if they find it in Hellbath, this theory is completely disproven. But it's that's just in my head canon. Another thing that's kind of completely separate is the ancient weapon Uranus is the still the one ancient weapon that we literally know nothing about yet. And I think it's probably one of two possibilities. Based on where Egghead is in the manga, I would say it's either the giant laser thing that was used to destroy Lelouch, although there's part of me that also thinks that was Vegapunk's mother flame that Emu wanted. But it also could be they're different things, and it also would make a lot of sense if an ancient weapon was a giant laser that literally fucking obliterated an island in an instant. Um, um, Otherwise, I feel like uh, if it's not a giant laser that really obliterates islands, then I think Uranus has to be in my head canon connected to Zunisha and the voice of all things. Um, and I also do feel like there is some connection between the voice of all things and Conqueror's Hockey. And I'm convinced that, like, while certain people can earn Conqueror's Hockey, I am completely convinced that people who who possess the Will of D and also have Conqueror's Hockey innately have a stronger ability for it, because of what both things represent. Um, uh, Trying to think if there's anything else. I personally believe that the Giants are going to be extremely significant to the lore. In what way, I could not tell you, but I've been saying this like ever since Jaguar D Saw. Like the fact that one of the Giants is a D makes me believe that there is a lot more to the Giants lore wise that has not been explored yet that I think will probably be explored in Elbath. Um, so for that reason, uh, I think they're going to be extremely significant in a way that we really haven't thought about yet. Um, yeah, I think that's all about it for my head canon. And I think that's probably gonna do it for the various ramblings I did about One Piece. I just felt like an easy way to condense a bunch of rambling down to like one. simple 20-minute video. Um, so if you enjoyed this, then thank you for watching. I might do more of these in the future, like kind of based around, obviously the content would be very different, but I might like do various videos like these, like kind of based around other of my favorite animes or things I don't feel like I've talked about very much. Um, so yeah, I might do that. We'll see. Um, because I actually kind of like the style of video, just like me rambling about various things. I thought it was kind of entertaining. Um, so yeah, I might do this with stuff I haven't really talked about before on the channel, and it might just be like an easy way to talk about things I like without having to like specifically put it to a ranking or something or make like a full blown review of it when I don't really remember everything about it. Um, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.